Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel, and by the video title you know what this video is about. We're discussing of course AEW Dynamite, little review of the Dynamite today on March 12th, 2025. We just see Megan Bayne of course destroying people still, like I stated probably in the title. Megan Bayne went out there and attacked Tony Storm. Megan Bayne attacked of course Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale when they're trying to build up their trust back with each other. So she's gonna be maybe in the world title picture, maybe as a threat for Tony Storm, and maybe a threat, of course, as well with Chris Statlander, of course, and Willow Nightingale. So Megan Bayne, kind of building her up well. She's still undefeated right now, building more and more and more, and we kind of see exactly what happens and how the story leads. And speaking of staying with the women wrestling, we've seen, of course, Mercedes Moné and Billy Starks. Like I mentioned last time, Billy Starks was probably going to challenge her, and she did challenge her this week. So we'll probably see Billy Starks and Mercedes Moné have a little feud or something, and then maybe in the end game it might be Athena versus Mercedes Moné at All In, and maybe Athena winning winning the TBS championship in her hometown, Dallas, Texas. That'd be very cool, and that'd be the first time I think Mercedes Moné will be beat. Right? I don't think she ever lost. I don't think she ever lost in AEW ever since she got here, right? I don't think so, right? Has she lost in AEW? She haven't lost as TBS champion, of course. She's like 15-0, but I don't think she's lost in AEW or she got here. I could be mistaken though. I don't think Britt Baker beat her once. I don't know, but we'll see exactly what the story goes and how it transpired. We did see, of course, MJF get tempted, and MVP told the story how him and MJF met. He was 18 and stuff like that, telling the stories and how MJF was trying to pick his brain and wrestling and stuff. And we did see MJF, who's one of the best talkers in AEW, and with MVP, who's one of the best talkers as well in wrestling as well. So yeah, in the ring together, and him kind of like saying, "Okay, MJF, you was world champion, you all this, but the key word in that was. You can get all that back if you join the Her Syndicate." You see Bobby Lashley, former world champion, and the current champion right now, world tag team champion, Shelton Benjamin, current world tag team champion as well. They hurting people. He said they have the edge still. He said you lost your edge, MJF. Kind of tempted him a little bit. And MJF joining the Her Syndicate will be very interesting. That actually might be pretty cool. I think MJF with the Her Syndicate, with MVP and all of them, that'd be a strong stable. And you never know. MJF say he want to win that world title again. Hey, Owen Hart Cup tournament, what if MJF the one to knock Will Ospreay off? He tried to go back to the main event of All In. He tried to win the world title again like that and become world champion with Bobby Lashley and them with the titles and everything. That'd be a super team. You already got Bobby Lashley, who's a Hall of Famer. You got Shelton Benjamin, who's a Hall of Famer. You add MJF, a young future Hall of Famer, in there too as well. All together like that, that'd be crazy. So we'll see exactly what happens with that storyline, of course. But that'd be very interesting to see. And maybe if Heyman Page and MJF, they have interaction when he was leaving, but maybe they might have some type of battle. It might be the Young Bucks versus when the Young Bucks come back, because they really come back from, I think it was in Japan a little bit. They lost their titles in Japan, they only held it for a little bit. I think like for like 2-3 weeks. But the Young Bucks come back, maybe team up with Heyman Page. Heyman Page needs some partners. Young Bucks and Heyman Page, the kind of a new version of the Elite without Kenny, versus the Hurt Syndicate with MJF. That'd be interesting to see. You never know. They might get built up like that, something like that. Interesting. But on kind of most of the stuff that happened, of course, Mike Bailey did debut, of course, Speedball. He debuted it, and he is going to be, think entering that Fatal 4-Way thing, of course. The winner of that Fatal 4-Way match should go on to fight. They're going to go on to fight Kenny Omega Dynasty for the Continental Champion. For the International Championship. I still believe, like I mentioned many times before, I think Kenny Omega and Okada will probably do a title merge at All In. Unless it just be a title for title type match. But it could be a title merge like that, and maybe make some type of, you get international and continental. Intercontinental Championship. So like, it might be something like that, or you never know. Maybe turn to a different world championship, a second one like that. That'd be interesting. Maybe have one world title on Dynamite, one world title on Collision. You never know like that. It'd be interesting to see what they'll do with that. But yeah, that's pretty much most of the stuff that happened. Ospreay did say he's gonna enter the Owen Hart Cup tournament as well, so we're gonna see how that goes and how that transpires as well. And that Owen Hart Cup thing last year, Bryan Danielson won his. Yeah, he won it and faced Swerve in the main event, which was a very good match. So we'll see what happens with that. Adam Copeland and Moxley in a street fight match next week. That's going to be very interesting. As you guys know, Edge is my favorite wrestler, of course, of all time. He's a little older right now, but he's still got enough to do it here and there as well. I think the street fight match will be good because him and Moxley styles are kind of like a little different. Like they don't really merge fully well in the ring, but I think the street fight match, you can kind of cover that up a little bit. But I don't know how this match is going to end. I don't know if Copeland will win and become a transitional champion for a little bit, and then he loses to Swerve and Dynasty for a big match, Swerve and Copeland for the first time ever, or will it be Moxley? Moxley win, go to Dynasty, and my worst fear is that Moxley beat Swerve, and then he held it all the way to All In, and Will Ospreay go to All In and beat Moxley to throw him in the main event. That could be a possibility too. But I'm hoping it's the Swerve beating him, and then Swerve goes to another main event, back-to-back main events. That'd be interesting and very cool to see. But we'll see what happens, of course. But that's all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.